Brunswick High School's 28th annual commencement exercises were held Monday evening on J. Doyle Memorial Field. The official tally was 668 graduating seniors, who covered the field while more than 3,000 friends and relatives packed the stands on that sweltering summer evening. After the playing of the alma mater by the high school band and chorus, Reverend Richard Smith of Trinity Presbyterian Church gave the invocation. Reverend Smith was followed by Student Council President Marcy Wilkowski.
Altruism and generosity are both alive and well in this class. Here at EBHS, the efforts of Youth Ending Hunger and the Key Club and the Humanities Food Drives all reflect charitable works. We are not necessarily representative of the me generation, and if we are the future, that future is not so bleak. That future is promising. Charity is an expression of love, and we not only love our neighbors, our families, and each other, but we also love our enemies because we know that's what really gets them. And as for faith, it is said, if at first you don't succeed, you're about like everybody else. But this class has shown tremendous faith. Look at all the people who knew they'd make it to this day, despite their 12 absences in health. And take all of us who waited on the picture line at the prom without actually knowing if there was a photographer on the other end. But most of all, our fine administration and Board of Education also showed tremendous faith as they extended our out to lunch policy for yet another year. Now that's faith. And we didn't let them down either, true testament to our greatness. Last but not least, there's hope. Hope is what gave us the strength to go to our mailboxes as college and potential employers began sending their replies. Or at least it's what gave our moms the strength to go as we hid under the kitchen table. And it is hope that brought us here today and that will keep us on track toward the individual goals we have each set. Now, all of these basic attributes of life are, of course, not original with me. There are several people who have addressed them in different ways. But one man in particular, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, not necessarily a household name, but still a heck of a guy, said it best. Here are his words. There are 9 requisites of contented living. Health enough to make work a pleasure, wealth enough to support your needs, strength to battle with difficulties and overcome them, grace enough to confess your sins and forsake them, patience enough to toil until some good is done, charity enough to see some good in your neighbor, love enough to move you to be useful and helpful to others, faith enough to make real the things of God, and hope enough to remove all anxious fears concerning the future. So, we are moving on. Remember, though, the class of 1990 only succeeds us because we will never be replaced. Now, I expect to see each and every one of you at the reunion, and I wish you all the very best in whatever you see. Thank you.
The class of 1989 is clearly the best of the 80s. At first, this may appear to be a rather bold claim, but let us look just briefly at a couple of facts, most of which Marcy has already mentioned. National Writing Awards, National Merit Scholars, all regional and all state orchestra members, musicians, all-American athletes, 4th in the United States in the bicentennial competition, and members of this distinguished class of 1989 have been accepted and will attend the most prestigious universities in the United States. Truly, each and every member of the class is important, whether or not you be amongst the academically elite or those of you who I had several occasions to meet throughout the year, and those of you who might have just made it. You are to be congratulated and honored today. The class of 1989 has distinguished itself as one of the best, if not the best ever in the history of East Brunswick. And I salute you.
Well, I'm truly delighted to be here with you this evening on this exciting occasion, and I certainly want to congratulate the class of 1989, your parents and their guests. There are more than 600 graduates here this evening, and each one of you is very unique. During your years in the school system, you and your teachers have worked extremely hard to meet the challenges of the future. And I certainly would be remiss if I didn't wish you much success. But you alone are the ones that can determine how successful you're going to be. You know, we all dream of great deeds, high positions, yet when you really come down to it and you really think of it, success doesn't necessarily mean occupying a lofty place. Dream and aspire by all means, for it is only through those dreams and aspirations that you'll continue to grow and continue to become worthwhile citizens, and citizens that will leave this world a better place just by having been here. I encourage you to do your best. I often wonder what sometimes brings one person success and brings other individuals mediocrity or failure. Differences in intelligence, that alone can't account for such disparities in performance. I've come to the conclusion that people succeed because they cheerfully and enthusiastically pay the price. Hard work, perseverance, ambition, and yes, even sometimes some pain. And I hope that you're up to making the sacrifices that are required for success. You as a class, the class of 1989, have already demonstrated that you're capable of greatness. During your years here at East Brunswick High School, members of this class have earned state and national recognition because of the excellent work that you've done in academics, the athletics, and the arts. About 90% of you will be going on to further education, and some with scholarships. Whatever you plan to do, wherever you plan to go, I extend to you my sincere congratulations and my best wishes for a bright and shining future. I also want to congratulate your parents for the love, support, and guidance they have given for so many years. I'm sure the happiness that they feel this evening is tinged with a bit of sadness about the swift passage of time and how quickly you have grown. They deserve your utmost gratitude and appreciation for all they have done. I also want to compliment the Board of Ed, the administration, the faculty, and the staff for providing the educational program here in East Brunswick. They've also helped you to reach this milestone. And let me just leave you with one brief thought. Who said that dreams are free? Not me. No, not me. For we all know full well that there are places where the dream dies cold, where hope is put on hold and fantasies are edged in fear. Yet even though we walk a world where dreams may not always come true, we know that we are rich, for at least we walk a world where we are free to dream. Class of 1989, congratulations and good luck.